Alright, we're going to try to get this 43cc engine back together with a 49cc cylinder on it without breaking anything, so here we go. Should start by getting the crank probably put together. I'm probably going to want to put the piston and the wrist pin and everything together before I put it into the case half, so let's figure out the way that this is going to go together. Goes like that, so the exhaust would be on the back side. Well, let me tilt the camera up some. Sorry. Okay, so the exhaust will be facing towards the rear, so the piston will be arrow right there, will be facing that direction. And so now we need to get a little bit of oil over here. Try to like pre-lube everything before I put it back together. This is actually a outboard 2-cycle oil. It's just what I had. It's not what I actually use when I'm running these things. Okay, so get that stuff off there. Oh man. Oh, there we go. Right now I'm just trying to get these needle bearings in here. Sorry, I'm not keeping this stuff in the camera. Okay, there we go. Oh shoot. I'm an idiot. Sorry. Forgot to put it in here first. So the needle bearings go into the crankshaft. Make sure they're all in there. Actually, we want to probably lubricate some of these first. Okay. The arrow's pointing towards the back. And there we have it. Okay, so now we need to put the retaining clips into the side. Let me grab my little needle nose pliers. Okay, so it's going to rotate this way, so I think I want to put them in this way. Okay. Oh man. So these are kind of hard to get started. You got to get like the corner in first and kind of rotate it in there without it flying through the air. Oh, come on. Okay, there's one. So I want it to be facing like this, I believe. There we have it. Now that that's all put together, I guess we need to put the piston rings on. Hopefully without breaking them. I broke these before. If I can get them out of the bag. Alright, now that we got these rings out of the bag, we're going to try to get it onto this piston without breaking them. Should probably lubricate them first. So let's go and try to get this on. We want it to get all the way into the back one if possible. Or not. I guess that one's gonna stay right there. Okay, there's that. Alright, now that the piston rings are on, I'm going to go ahead and stick it in to the case half. Just put a little bit of oil on here. There we go. Now we're going to want to wipe this down before we put the gasket on. Okay. And then we take the gasket, which goes onto the pins, like that. Gasket goes on right there. Oh man, that's fighting me. Okay, let's try this a different way. Stick it on that side. We'll pull this out. Stick it in this side first. There we go. Oh no. Okay, so wipe this off again. Alright. Hope we can get it together without getting everything all messed up. I think that that's gonna have to do. Alrighty. So now we need to put the case half bolts in. Or it starts leaking everywhere. Already. Alright, now we're going to get the case, bolts in. Oh, the key to go from the other direction. Gosh, I act like I've never done this before. I've just never done it on camera, so I apologize. Now I use this stuff called Vibratite on these. It looks like this. It's to help keep things from vibrating loose. As everybody knows, these engines vibrate like crazy. And I haven't had this stuff loosen up on me yet using this. So I don't know if it's good or not, but I have had stuff come apart not using a thread lock. And this stuff's, it's not like Loctite is. It's not runny. It's kind of sticky, and you have to let it dry for like an hour or a couple hours. That one's touched. All right, get these snug now. I don't know what the torque specs for this stuff is. I've tried to find it before, but it's hard to find information on these engines. That's why I'm making these videos. Okay. So I'm like alternating a star pattern in order to try to get these torque down the same. And I actually just basically tighten them until this actually starts to bend a little bit, and then that's good for me at this point. Okay, so the exhaust is in the back, so the piston's facing the back. Now we need to actually cut the rest of this gasket right here off. And I don't want it to fall inside, so. There we go. That little piece fell inside. Make sure we keep that stuff out of the engine. There we go. I guess now we can move on to getting the cylinder put on. Alright, I'm going to try to get this cylinder put on. I'm going to oil up the inside of it a little bit. So I didn't really port this engine that much, but I did like match the case to the inside ports here, so I only filed a little bit. Kind of see these ramps I made on both sides. So I Pre-lube the inside of the cylinder. I'm going to put a couple of drops on the rings. I didn't really do any porting work on this cylinder. I don't know if I already said that. I probably did. Alright. I think that that's probably good. Alrighty. Stick the gasket on. And we'll get the rings lined up. Get them compressed in. There we go. I think. Maybe not. Let's see where we're hung up. Ouch. Okay. At least the rings are nice and tight. I don't know if it's gonna cycle over though. Let's get it pushed all the way down first without messing this up. There we go. Wondering if maybe I should stick this the starter pawl part on first to make sure that the cylinder will move. Not the cylinder, the piston. Let me get a couple fasteners in real quick. Might have to pause this video and pick up in another one. Alright, now that I got the cylinder bolts in, we're going to make sure that this engine turns over before I get any further. So I'm actually just going to stick the little starter catch part in there. Oh, buddy. It's got compression. Sweet. You can actually almost see the piston in there. Sweet. Alright, so now I can pull this side back off. Actually, I don't know if I'm gonna need the Vibratite on this. Maybe I'll leave it off for now. And I need a key. I don't know if I have one. I'll have to go look in the garage. Make sure those rings are lubricated really well. Alrighty. Alright, we're going to try to get the flywheel put on this engine. And Katie's here with us. She's my fiance. She's not in the picture right now, but she's decided to join me for this part of the video. I actually put a little bit of oil on here because it's really hard to get these parts apart. I know it's probably not very good practice, but I don't want it to seize up. Can you give me a paper towel? Thank you. Alright, so I did have to go buy a couple Woodruff keys. They're these little guys. Keeps the flywheel from spinning. So I'm going to set it in there. We're going to stick the flywheel on. Oh shoot, where's the little parts for it? Now I'm missing a washer. There it is. Okay. Watch out because this thing's magnetic, so everything sticks to it. It's metal. I think it's a 13. I probably won't put the clutch shoes on. They're in this bag right here. I'm not going to pull them out. But I'm not going to put them on for this example. Okay. I'm going to start putting this other side on, and I'd already put the Vibratite on these threads on both sides and let it sit for a couple hours. And I think that this side's also a 13. Get that nice and snug. Okay. This side doesn't have to be as tight because it'll just tighten itself as the engine spins. There we go, now you can see the piston moving. Check out the exhaust side. Alright, now we just, I think, have the starter. Oh, I probably also won't put the bell housing on right now for this example either. Get these snug. There we go. Just one last piece. And I'm probably going to stop the video and come back after I clean it. Alright. So I got the ignition cleaned up with some carb cleaner. I've been using that a lot lately since I don't have anything else. So we're going to get this installed real quick. Now I'm just going to eyeball it. People use like business cards and stuff to find the gap. I'm just going to start by putting these in on each side and then we'll adjust the distance. Okay. Check it on this side first because there's no magnet pulling it. Basically, we're trying to check the distance between the pickups on the ignition and the magnet, the fixed magnet on the flywheel. I think that'll probably run like that, so I'm not going to stress it too much. Okay, so now that that's installed, we could actually stick the spark plug in. Let me get that in the camera. Sorry about that. And that would just get tightened, and then this thing would actually be ready to run if it had an intake and an exhaust. Well, there we go. That concludes, I think most of this. I'll add some more footage if I think I need to.